Hey guys, it's Chris Davis, the Creature Preacher, and I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit about just the process of taming this monitor and kind of how it relates to training up our kids and teaching our kids. This week has been a tough week with my son just kind of acting out a little bit. And so this morning I woke up and I thought about the reality of how I interact with this monitor. And one of the things with monitors, any reptile, is that if they bite you, then you can't freak out. You can't respond to the bite, because if you respond to the bite, say you put them down when they bite you, then they're going to continue to bite you because they know that biting you will invoke you putting them down. So when I first got this guy, definitely got a few bites. And now you see that he's pretty chill. And when they're babies, they come from Africa and they're imported. So they are stripped away from their mother at the beginning of their life. So they have it rough coming up right off the bat. They're stripped away from their mother. They have nasty attitudes. They are just babies. And so like they are coming from the wild where they're used to prey. They have a natural instinct that prey can be lurking at any moment, so they have good reason to try to protect themselves. But in the process of building trust with this guy, the bites, if I respond to the bites, then he is going to continue to bite. And one of the things about that I thought about is it's the same way with our kids. When our kids bite us or act out, as parents, we often respond to that. We respond to that negatively, or respond to that where like we give in to what it is that they're wanting. And so they continue to act out. But when we can respond in a cool, calm, and collected manner, then it allows them to know that we are actually in control. And see, this guy, he's just chilling right now. And I'll show you some other things about kind of the process of where we are with him in just a moment. But I think about fearlessness, because often the reason that we respond the way we do to our kids is based out of fear. We have to punish them for their actions in a severe way sometimes, because we fear that if we don't do that, then they are going to grow up bad. They're never going to learn to listen to us. And so we actually, when we respond to their emotion with that fear, not only do we invoke fear in them, we drive a wedge into the trust relationship that we're trying to build with them. So we respond in fear, in punishment at certain times. And I'm not saying that correction is never the course of action by any means. There's times that correction is the course of action. And I'm learning that, like I said, with my 4-year-old, we're in this process right now, trying to figure out what really works to get his attention. But one thing that I'm realizing that does not work is me freaking out. Just like with this guy, you know, and again, the trust relationship that I'm trying to build with him, if I freak out when he bites me and I drop him, then that invokes fear in him, and he's not going to trust me. So when we freak out with our kids and we punish them severely, or we scream at them, or whatever the case may be, we have that emotional response, then not only will they continue to do that because they know that it's going to generate a response, but it's going to drive a wedge into the trust relationship that we're trying to build with them. If I stay calm, then it teaches them that I am actually in control. Like with this guy, like after a few times of biting me, he realized that his bites didn't control me and that I was actually in control. And so now he realizes that I'm in control and that, you know, I've got him, you know. And it's the same thing with our kids. You know, once they realize that we're in control of the situation, that we're not invoking the emotion of fear on them and driving a wedge in between our trust relationship, then they'll respond. Danny Silk has a book called Loving Your Kids on Purpose. It's a great book. A lot of the principles that I'm talking about right now are in that book. And one of the stories that he tells is about a mother who gives her son a direction. And I make that sound too, as far as just to get him to know that he can calm down. And if he doesn't calm down, then, you know, I just hold him a little tighter or a little bit more securely. So Danny Silk's book, he made my breath may stink, and so he may be trying to get away from my hot breath. That's what it is. I don't know. Danny Silk's book, Loving Your Kids on Purpose, there's a story in that book where a mother is giving her son some direction or telling her son to do something, and the son freaks out. He starts to scream and yell, and she doesn't respond. She doesn't respond to his screaming or yelling. And after so many minutes of him freaking out and her not responding, he realizes that his freaking out, his biting per se, is ineffective. And he goes and does what it was that his mother asked him to do. So it's a tough dynamic to get, but I'm just kind of at a moment of an epiphany with, you know, just kind of understanding what I'm looking to do with this guy. And the fact of the matter is that I don't have fear when it comes to him. I can't say that I don't have a lot of fears when it comes to my children, as far as just with the world that we live in and the challenges that I know that they're gonna face down the line. But when we can relinquish fear, trust God, stay calm in moments of hard times and moments of disobedience, then that's what it will take to build the trust relationship that we need to build with our children. And their emotional roller coaster that they're on, even at 4 years old, we're not on that roller coaster. You think about a roller coaster and someone who is on a roller coaster and they're scared, you know, and they want to get off. You know, there has to be someone that's not on the roller coaster to be able to stop the roller coaster. And that's what I feel like being able to stay calm in those crazy moments is like. You know, the roller coaster is going and the freak out is happening, but being able to stay calm is like stopping eventually, not maybe in the moment, stopping that roller coaster, because again, it proves ineffective when it doesn't produce a response in us. And I know that it's a process. I know that it's not something that, you know, is going to take place overnight. But the process is definitely worth it. So Proverbs 22:6 says, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So this is not a child, but my reptiles are almost like children. But we got a responsibility to train them up. Same with our kids. So I'm going to show you guys here, hopefully a little demonstration of kind of the response with Dino. So here, let's see if I can go this way. This is my hand. So here. So before, if I got that close to him, he would bite me. Hands down. He'll bite me. But now, he knows. Biting me here, he actually likes me petting his nose, so that's why he's closing his eyes. But biting me here, you look at him open his mouth, see? He thought about it. But biting me here is not gonna release this here, right? So, and I can probably get him to bite me. I'm not gonna do that, that's just dumb. But, and now, let's say it's see? He knows that biting is ineffective. Because simply, and the only reason that he knows that is because mainly I did not respond to his bites. early on when he was a baby. So while your kids are young, try to practice that. Staying calm, in control of the situation. God's got it. God's got your kids. They're gonna be all right. So you can stay calm and not freak out in a situation. And eventually, they'll learn that freaking out with mom and dad and the emotional roller coaster is not effective, because you don't respond with an emotional roller coaster within yourself. So I hope you guys learned something, and this is it. I'm gonna check out before he jumps. He should crawl up my arm, but he may try to take a leap of faith. He's looking at it, he's thinking about it. Leap of faith it is, yeah. But hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned for the next videos. If you guys like the video, please subscribe, click the like button, or if you like it, click the like button and subscribe. And I appreciate you guys as always. Bye-bye. Say bye. He's got my sweater. Thanks.